Hi there, my name is Kyla Perlis, and you're probably watching this video through a QR code at the AGU conference, or somehow life has ended you up here. Well, on October 12th, I boarded a plane to go to New Jersey and drove all the way to Lewes, Delaware to participate in STEM Student Experiences Aboard Ships, also known as STEMSEAS, at an opportunity at Chesapeake Bay. In what is historically known to be America's first state, was also its first city. 8 other undergraduate students and I boarded the University of Delaware's research vessel, Hugh R Sharp. At the time, I was an 18-year-old who just started my second semester of community college. As a student who feels to this day, but especially at that time, very lost in a world of professionals, the constant cycle of worrying about grades, work, a career in the future, and etc., this trip has also felt like an intervention. Despite it occurring in the midst of my school, it allowed me to take a step back and see what I was doing all this for. From the undergraduate students who were just a few years older than me, who freshly transferred to their respective four-year institutions, to our 2 PhD student mentors talking about their passions and the whole mission of being on this boat. We helped these graduate students collect data for the research. 1, processing core samples taken along the bay. 2, evaluate the storm. And secondly, taking water samples to mimic icy environments of Jupiter's moons to further learn about space. Through this experience, it felt like taking a step into both the future and the past. Now I'm currently recording and editing this video for you as a transfer student to the University of Hawaii at Manoa as a marine bio major. But getting to navigate those rosette water collection instruments, or directing the A-frame for coring sediments, or peering in the microscope and seeing intact foraminiferous, all without knowing what they really were at the time, to having whole sections in my class dedicated to these protists and the way we collect data, has truly been a full circle moment that gives me a giddy feeling to this day. But I reference the past because with the other students on that boat, it felt like kindergarten almost all over again, but in the best ways possible. Even though we flew from different parts of the country, we shared and experienced the nostalgic feelings of sleeping at an early 8 p.m. schedule, lying down on random parts of the boat, not caring whether it was clean or not, getting our hands dirty in mud from 30 meters down from Chesapeake Bay's canyons, and having the luxury of having time to lie down and stargaze. It made me reminisce and relive a past I almost forgot when life felt much more simple. At the same time of being in the past again, it also felt like a glimpse into the future. Working alongside these PhD students confirmed that I would want to do something as involved like this in graduate school. Granted, they were more working in the geological field, having the opportunity to be out in the ocean, both gaining information for my work and giving back to students who are figuring things out, just like I was all those years ago, is a new dream of mine. Secondly, being surrounded by all those people on the research vessel made me have hope that the future is still indeed bright, with people like them and you who are taking care of it. With a mentality of believing that we as humanity are far from reversing all our wrongdoings contributing to the decline of Earth's health, that is when no change happens. So I especially want to give a big thank you to Sharon Cooper and John Lewis for creating this opportunity at STEMSEAS. And for those who are watching and are considering apply, I highly encourage you to, because as much as we do need advocates for the future and as much as there is hope, there's also work that still needs to be done.